प्रभुपाद की जय।
हरे कृष्णा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Just sing Jai Radha Madhava. I will discuss on Pratipadam Purnamrita Aswadam, ever increasing bliss. That is a topic today. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Gopijana Radha Givardhari. Gopijana Vallabha Givardhari. Yashodanandana Bhajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Bhajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Yamuna Tira Pantari. Yamuna Tira Yamuna गोपी जन यशोदानंदन भज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन भज जनरंजन यशोदा यमुना 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Parijakacharya Shtotra Shatashi Srimad His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय मथुरा धाम की जय जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय यमुना माई की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय सामवेद भक्तवृंद की जय All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paschata Deshatarine. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Krishne Matirastu. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 So today we are going to talk about Pratipadam Purnamrita Aswad. Aswadanam. So, Pratipadam means at every step. Purna Amrita means total nectar, 100% nectar. Aswadanam means tasting it. So basically, at every step, Pratipadam, total nectar, 100% nectar. Aswadanam is tasting. So, this is 29th January 2024, right? And after 2 days, we have got 2025, new year. And everyone looks forward to a new year. 365 days, 52 weeks, many minutes, many weeks, many seconds. Everyone is looking forward to the new year. What does scripture say about this? That is a beautiful verse. Ayur harati vaipumsam udyan astam chayan asau tasyarthe yat ksharonita uttama shloka vardaya. What it means is, through every sunrise and every sunset, what is happening? Every day, sun is rising, and in the evening, the sun is setting, and then we go to sleep in the night. We go to sleep in the night. Before going to sleep, we might actually have a dream state. And then we might have a deep sleep, and then we wake up in the morning. What is happening? Ayur harati vaipumsam. So Ayu means our age. Pumsam means, thank you very much. So Pumsam means people. So generally people are called Pumsam. So for each and every person, the age is getting less and less. Udayan Astam. Udayan is when the sun is rising. Astam is when the sun is setting. Ayur harati vaipumsan udayan astam cha yan asau tasyarthe yat kshano mita. Tasyarthe. Tasya means to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, this is tasyarthe yat kshano nita. Kshana. Kshana means every second. Tasyarthe yat kshano nita. What does one need to do every second? Uttama shloka vartaya. Uttama shloka gunano varnana. So Krishna's another name is Uttama Shloka. What does Uttama Shloka mean? It means that one who is glorified by divine transcendental verses. That is what the Supreme Personality of Godhead is. So this is for a devotee, every moment is like a new year. It doesn't mean that devotee has got old very quickly. What it means is there is Pratipadam Purna Amrita Swadanam. At every step, one is tasting a nectar which is totally outside the purview of what we generally experience. So what happens is, when we are in the bodily state of existence, the only thing that we know about is whatever experience is coming from my senses. So eyes is seeing something, ears is hearing something, nose is smelling something, tongue is touching tasting something, and the skin is touching something. So the five different senses, Jnanendriya. So we have got Jnanendriya and we have got Karmendriya. So one is the senses through which the knowledge is coming in, and another is the senses through which I am doing my activities. And then there is one more. Manah Shashtani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that all the living entities in this whole universe are my eternal part and parcels. Sarva Yunishu Kaunteya Murteya Sambhavantiya Tasam Brahma Mahadyonir Aham Bija Pradapita. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that of all the type of living entities in this whole universe, I am the seed-giving father and the material nature is the mother. So this is so we as our eternal part and parcel of Krishna, naturally we have attraction for Krishna. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kavonai Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karoya Udai. That is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that this love for Krishna is not something that is external to us. It's not that, and that's why self-realization is also the same thing. Self-realization means we are that, thou art that, tat tvam asi. That is the Mahavakya. Aham Brahmasmi. The Mahavakyas are there. Tat tvam asi means that we already are an eternal part and parcel of Krishna. So why is it that we are struggling in this material universe? For example, at the moment I got a very serious sore throat. I don't know, it's Krishna's costless mercy that somehow I'm able to speak. I did not think that I will be able to speak today at this moment. Last few days, so this is what happens in the material world, right? So we have got this body, and the body has to undergo different types of problems. So basically there is Adhyatmik. Adhyatmik is a problem that is happening to the body, to the mind. There are problems in the mind as well, right? So that's why we have the stream of psychology. Why is there a stream of psychology? Because if someone has got a problem with different thought processes going out of control, they have to go and meet a psychiatrist. And then the psychiatrist will give them some suggestions on how they can control their mind. So in this material world, it has got this, it's called the kleshas. Kleshas means something that is causing us trouble. So there are these three different types of kleshas that are there. Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik and Adi Daivik. Adhyatmik is the difficulties that come from my own body and my own mind. The body will undergo different types of problems. The mind will undergo different types of problems. That happens. Then there is Adi Bhautik. Adi Bhautik is these problems that are caused by other living entities. So this is a normal part of life, isn't it? Like everyone is a unique person, and everyone sees the world from their own perspective. So if my perspective does not match the perspective of another person, then there is bound to have some problems are bound to happen, and then basically there will be some quarrel or different other things that might happen. And then there are other living entities, right? Living entities could be like some poisonous living entity or any kind of living entity, like, or in the tropical countries you have mosquitoes. So even a small mosquito can cause a lot of trouble to a huge person, like a human being. So this is Adi Bhautik, and then there is Adi Daivik. Adi Daivik is the different afflictions that are caused by the things that are happening, like for example the flood or earthquake or all these activities that happen, which are out of our control. So this is Tapatrayon Moolanam. So this, when we are engaging in this chanting of, let's chant together, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's chant two more times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, when we are focusing our minds on the sound vibrations of Krishna, Nama Chintamani Krishna, it is mentioned in the scripture that the name of the Lord is Chintamani. What does Chintamani mean? Chintamani means it is a wish fulfilling stone. But sometimes people might think that I am chanting the holy names of the Lord, but my wishes are not being fulfilled. Sometimes people might say that. But when the time has to come to get the wishes fulfilled, then it will get fulfilled, whatever it is. The time one has to have the patience as well. So, the real Chintamani in this state is our understanding as an eternal part and parcel of Krishna. So, we all are na jayate muryate va kadachit. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, what is our original nature? Our original nature is, there was never a time when we were born. So who is getting born? The body is getting born. Who is dying? The body is dying. Then who is not born? So the person who is not born is the eternal part and parcel of Krishna. And that is our internal energy. So, as human beings now, each and every one of us, we are marginal energies of Krishna. It's called Tatastha Shakti. Tatastha Shakti means it's a combination of Antaranga Shakti and Bahiranga Shakti. Combination of internal energy and external energy of the Lord. So, internally, we are eternal part and parcels of Krishna. Natva evaham jatu nasam natvam nene janadipa nachaiva na bhavishyamah sarve vayah atah param. Krishna mentions to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita that there was never a time. So we know this situation in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, right? Senayor ubhayor madhye ratham sthapyami achyuta. Who said this? Arjuna said this. Arjuna said to Krishna, Achyuta. Achyuta, what does Achyuta means? One who never falls down. The living entities, because we are Anu, we are minute part and parcel of the Lord, there is a tendency of fall down. And we have these four different frailties, right? There is Brahma, Pramada, Vipralipsa and Karana Patva. Brahma means we have tendency to commit mistakes. Pramada means we come under illusion. What is the greatest illusion? The greatest illusion is thinking that I take birth and I die. That is the greatest illusion. So, Brahma, Pramada, Vipralipsa. Vipralipsa is cheating propensity. And Karana Patva means senses are imperfect. So, in the conditioned state of existence that we are in, we have got these four different defects. So that is why when we are chanting the names of the Lord, it cannot be Atha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhave grahyam indriye. It is mentioned in the scriptures that everything related to Krishna cannot be grasped by the senses. Senses cannot grasp it. Then how do we, we all have some interest in Krishna consciousness. That's why we are here together. How is it that we have got this interest? Seva unmukha hi jivhadav. Because we have this seva unmukha. We have this tendency within us to render loving devotional service to the Lord. Seva, service. How is this service taking place? Starting with the tongue, jivhadav. Swayam eva spurati ada. It's a path of revelation. Krishna consciousness or understanding our original nature it's not that I will forcefully try and understand who am I. It doesn't happen. Naya matva atma pravachanena labhyo. It is mentioned in the scriptures. I can give thousands and thousands of talks, but still I will not know myself. Who am I? As an eternal part parcel of the Lord. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhya Na Medhaya. I can give thousands of talks. I can have intelligence, Medhaya. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Na Medhaya Na Bahudha Shrutena. I can have thousands and thousands of sources. Yam Evaisa Vrunate Tena Labhyas. It is mentioned in the scriptures that whoever the Lord favors, that person knows the Lord. But does it mean that the Lord is partial? No. Krishna says that Name Dveshyosti na priya. Ye bhajanti te tume bhaktya mai te teshu samoham sarva bhuteshu. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that I am equal to everyone. Name Dveshyosti na priya. I am neither antagonistic to anyone, envious to anyone, nor I am too dear to anyone. Then how is this happening? Ye bhajanti tu me bhaktya mahi te teshu chapi. Whatever way someone comes to me, I reciprocate. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. Mama vartamano vartante manushya partha savasha. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that whatever way one comes to me, I reciprocate accordingly. Aren't we also like that? Right? So we are part and parcel of the Lord. But that one of the greatness of the Lord is that even though the thing here is that kama dvesha bhayat sneha. It is mentioned that if someone, for example, Kamsa was remembering Krishna to kill Krishna. His only thought process for remembering Krishna was that I will kill you. He did not have any other thought process. But even Kamsa got liberation. So this is the greatness of the Lord. Like in our case, if someone if someone is antagonistic to us, will we give them liberation? One has to be really so compassionate, right? But this is the greatness of Krishna. That's why Krishna is like Karuna Sindhu. There is a beautiful verse glorifying Krishna. He's called an compassion, an ocean of mercy. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Deena Bandho Jagatpate, Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. That is a wonderful prayer for Krishna. He is called the ocean of mercy. Why is the ocean of mercy? Because next example is of Putana. Putana, she her bosom with poison to kill Krishna. And Krishna sucked the life air out of her. So this is what the Janma Karmam cha me divyam evam yo eti tatvata. Tyaktva deham punarjanmam neti mameti Arjuna. So we have to understand that all these pastimes of Krishna are divine, divya. How do we, not just theoretically, we have to tattvata. Tattvata means experientially. At the core of our being, we should know that Krishna's janma, his birth and his karma, his activities are divya, divine. When someone knows this, what happens? Tyaktva deham punarjanmam naiti. After giving up this body, one does not get another material body. Then what happens to such a person? Mam eti so Arjuna. Krishna says that such a person comes back to me. So this is the wonderful nature of engaging in devotional service of the Lord. Somehow or other, yasyam vaishruyamananam Krishne parama purushe bhaktir utpadyate tam shoka moha bhayapaha. Very beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says that somehow or other, if one has got this inclination to hear about Krishna, who is Krishna? Parama Purusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yasyam vaishruyamananam. Hearing about Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhaktir utpadyate pumsam. What happens when we hear about Krishna? We have this loving devotional service to the Lord, bhakti. bhakti utpate pumsam. What happens when we get bhakti? Shoka moha bhaya apaha. We will not have shoka, lamentation, moha, attachment, bhaya, fear. Bhayam dutiyani bhiveshatah syat. Ishad apetasya vipareyo aspriti. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. What is bhaya? What is fear? Fear is thinking that there is something other than Krishna in this universe. Murti sarva haraschaham udbhavatra bhavishitam kirtir vak shvicha narinam smritir veda dhritirkshama. Krishna says that I am death as well. Huh? So, there is, if everything is Krishna, Maya idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matsthani sarva bhutani na chaham desha avastita. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that by me, in the form of my energy, I am pervaded everywhere. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasya ham na pranashyami sacha me na pranashyati. Krishna says that who sees me in everything and everything in me, such a person is never lost to me and I am never lost to such a person. Bhumirapa adalo vayukhamana buddhireva ahankara vidiyam ne bhinna prakriti rashtada apareyam itastu anyam vidhi me prakritim param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharate jagat. So what Krishna says is that earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intelligence and false ego. These eight things are my separated energies. And then he says that aparayam itastu anyam vidime prakriti param. There is another superior energy, prakriti param, the superior energy which is jiva bhuta, the living entity. And jiva bhuta mahabaho yayedam dharate jagat. So for example, we all are living entities here. And especially this human form of life, we have got this rare opportunity. So there is a very beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says that Nrideham adyam sulabham sudurlabham. The beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam is saying that this human form of life, adyam, we have got this now, human form of life, sulabham. Because we have it now, it is a very great opportunity that we have. But it is sudurlabham. It is very rare. Nrideham adyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam sukalpam guru karnadharam. So this body is like a boat in which we can cross the ocean of birth and death. Punarapi jananam punarapi maranam punarapi janani jathare shayanam iya samsare bahudustare kripaya pare pahi murare. Srila Shankaracharya says in Bhaja Govindam that this is the unfortunate situation that we are in this material world. Constantly we are taking birth, constantly we are dying, constantly we are in the womb of one mother and another mother. So Shankaracharya says that iha samsare bahudustare. Shankaracharya is saying that, oh Lord, it is very difficult for me to cross over this ocean of birth and death. Please Krishna, kripaya pare. Give your costless mercy to me, pahi murare, and help me cross this ocean of birth and death. Oh Murare. Murare is Krishna's another name, enemy of demon Mura. Mura was a demon, so Krishna is the enemy of demon Mura. So this is the situation that so this body is like a boat which is helping us to cross this ocean of birth and death. Nrideham adyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam sukalpam guru karnadharam. The fourth thing that is there is the captain of the ship. Who is the captain of the ship? The spiritual master. Spiritual master is a captain. Because the ship has to have a captain, otherwise the ship does not know where to go. The captain is directing the ship to go towards the other side, wherever it needs to go, to the destination. The Plavam Sukalpam Guru Karnadharam Mayanu Kolena Nabhasva Telitam. So the fifth thing that is there is Krishna is saying that I send in the proper circumstances, the direction of the wind and everything. I ensure that everything is in order. The wind is going in the right direction. You don't have tides coming in, very strange tides. Like we have this example of Titanic, which is a great example, where it was supposed to be an unsinkable ship, and lots of very rich people were traveling in that ship, and we know unfortunately what happened. Right? So even a ship could be the best ship in the world, but if it is not in proper circumstances, it can just go down. So Krishna is saying that I provide right circumstances as well. Puman bhavat bhiya na tare sa atma. What is mentioned is, after having all those things, first thing is the body, which is like a nice boat. The second thing is the captain of the ship or the boat, who is the guru. The third thing is the Lord himself giving us all the circumstances, proper circumstances. If after all these three nice situations that we have, if we are not crossing over this ocean of birth and death, Pumar bhavat bhiya na tare sa atmaha. Unfortunately, one is not using the best gift that has been given to us. So that is why this Pratipadam Purnamrita Aswadanam is really important. That should be our goal for every moment. What to speak of New Year? New Year is basically another moment, right? What else it is really? It's another moment. But in a sense, unfortunately, what is happening is we think that the external sense gratification is the only means of happiness. And we try to get that gratification. That's why people, if they want to celebrate New Year, like I'm not talking about us who have got this spiritual interest, because we understand what is real happiness. But unfortunately, if a person is totally not into spiritual understanding, what is the grade of happiness? The grade of happiness is just sense gratification, nothing else, right? So I will try and enjoy my senses to the maximum possible potential. But what will happen after that? Yet agre pariname amritopamam tat sukham satvikam proktam atma jnana. Like for example, if we want to hear about the Lord, the mind, like for example, we all are here, but how many of us's mind is here? No, like the thing is, the mind, even though physically I might be here, mentally I might not be here. Mentally I might be thinking that what should I do after this? Why is this person speaking for so long? Why is this person boring me for so long? What am I doing here? Or what should I do next? So the mind is constantly going here and there. But if somehow or other, if the mind gets attracted to Krishna, that's why Krishna says, Man manabhav mad bhakto, adhyaji mam namaskuru, mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosine, mame vaishyasi yuktva evam atmanam mat parayana. Krishna says that, give your mind to me. How can one give one's mind to Krishna? Gopis are the prime example here. Gopis were housewives. They had their husbands, they had their children, but they were always thinking about Krishna. They were always talking about Krishna. Mat chitta madgat prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mamnityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Krishna is mentioning about gopis in this particular verse. He's saying that their minds are always on me. Their whole life force is dedicated towards me. When the mind is dedicated to the Lord, everything else automatically will get dedicated. Because the most important thing that we have is mind, actually. Sometimes we can actually say it's the body. More than body, it is the mind. Because wherever the mind is, everything else is there. Physically, I might be here, but if my mind is not here, I'm not here. So that's why Krishna says, Man Manabhava. Give your mind to me. Mad Bhakta. Become my devotee. Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Offer your prayers to me. Offer your obeisances to me. Mame Vaishyasi Satyam Te. Krishna says that I'm telling this truth to you, Arjuna. That you will come back to me. You will come to me. Why I'm telling this to you? Prati Jane Priyosi Me. Because you are so dear to me, Arjuna, I'm telling this to you. So this is what it is all about at the end of the day. So Pratipadam Purna Amrita Aswadana. At every step, we can get this nectar. And this nectar is independent of the senses. Sukham atyantikam yattat buddhi grahyam atindriyam. Veti yatrana chaivayam sthitas chalati tatvata. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, what is that happiness? It is atyantika sukha. Ramante yogina anante satyanande chidatmani. Iti rama padenasho param brahma abhidiyate. It is mentioned in the scriptures that a real yogi, yoginam api sarvesham madgaten antaratmana, shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamomata. Krishna mentions about all kinds of yogis. And in the end he says that among all the yogis, who is the topmost? Madgaten antaratmana. Within himself, he is totally absorbed in me. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. With total faith, one is rendering loving devotional service to me. Krishna says, Same yukta tamomata. That person is the topmost yogi. So, somehow or other, if we can, yena tena prakarena mana Krishna niveshe. Some way or the other, if we can remember Krishna. All other rules and regulations are subservient to this main rule. The main rule is, some way or the other, focus the mind on Krishna. And if we can do that, then there is Cheto Darpanam Arjanam, Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, Vidyavad Jivanam, Anandambudhi Vardanam, Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam, Sarvatma Snapanam, Param Vijayate, Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So this is the first verse of Shri Shikshashtakam by Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when we are somehow or other, when we are hearing about Krishna, what is happening is the mind is getting cleansed. Just like the mirror has, so we have got a mirror. Just imagine there is a mirror with lots and lots of dust. And if I go and stand in front of it, will I see myself? I won't be able to see myself. So how will I see myself in front of a dusty mirror? I cannot. So what do I need to do? I need to take off the dust, clear the dust. After I clear the dust, I see myself. Exactly the same thing. So when we are somehow or other, when we are hearing about Krishna and chanting, let's chant together, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So when we are doing this, what is happening is the mind is getting cleansed. And when the mind is totally clean, totally pure, what we'll see is, we'll see our original nature as an eternal part and parcel of Krishna. And we'll see that all this thing that has happened, it was just something similar to an eternal dream. So this is what is Pratipadam Purnamrita Aswadanam, and this is what is I'll just complete with this particular verse which we started off with. Ayur harati vaipumsam udayan astam cha yanasau tasyarthe yat kshanonita uttama shloka vartaya. So the main thing is every sunrise and every sunset is reducing this wonderful human form of life. So somehow or other, if we can as continuously as possible remember Krishna, then our life is successful. So with that, Thank you very much for patiently hearing. Pratipadam Purnamrita Aswadanam. If there is any comments or questions, we can discuss. Prabhu, yeah. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you for coming and giving this wonderful lecture. Today I'm just by having three of my God, two God brothers and one God sister with us today. Actually, we are here because we are just prisoners here. In the spiritual world, there were two things: either you loved Krishna or you envied him. And those who envy Krishna are us. That's why we're here. We have to clean ourselves and go back and begin to love Krishna again. So the word envy is very important. And Krishna gives them the free will. You want to be me? Okay, that's fine. So he gives them the free will. But because of the fact that they envy Krishna, and they've been sent to the material world.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that it is, Paramo Nirmat Sarana. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Dharma Projita Kaitavo Atra Paramo Nirmat Sarana. Satam Vedyam Vastavam Atra Vastu. Shivadam Tapatrayan Mulanam. Srimad Bhagavatam Mahamuni Krite. Kimva Parayarishvara. Sadyo Kriti Avriddhate. Atra Kritibi Tatshanat. So that particular verse is the Paramo Nirmat Sarana. Matsara means enviousness. So this understanding of this Srimad Bhagavatam is possible for only someone who is totally non-envious. So yes, absolutely. As long as there is envy, unfortunately one has to remain in this material world. Absolutely. Thank you very much for that point. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the lecture.
Thank you. Thank you.
Prabhuji, as you said, we need to offer our mind and we need to engage in devotional service through which the cleansing will happen. So in that process, often what happens is self-centeredness. It's often said keep Krishna in the center. But because we keep ourselves in the center, obviously bhakti helps it, but often it comes in the way of bhakti. So what we can do so that we don't keep ourselves in the center, so that we can offer to Krishna.
Yeah, very nice point, Prabhu. So this is what happens. I think very good question by Giridhar, who is saying that we should keep Krishna in the center, but when we are doing service, one might one might become the center, and then one might get entangled, isn't it? And then will not keep Krishna in the center. I think the best way to understand that is nimitta matram bhava sabyasachi. As Krishna says to Arjuna, he says that, "Oh Arjuna, become my instrument." So, if somehow or other we can think that whatever be the condition, I am just an instrument of the Lord, and He can use me in whatever way He wants. This is the last verse of Shikshashtakam, Ashvishiva Padaratam Vinistuma Adarshana Marmatam Kurutuva Yatha Tatava Vidadato Lampato Mat Prananathas Sevanatara. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that you can treat me whatever way you want to, Lord, but you will always be my worshipable Lord. So if that is our attitude, then even though there might be center of attraction and all, we will think that we are just an instrument of the Lord. Actually, the Lord is always the center of attraction. No one else can ever be center of attraction. If anyone else is thinking that they are center of attraction, they are under illusion. So that should be the attitude, I would say. Thank you very much.
Prabhuji, thank you
Hare
very
Krishna.
much for
Thank you.
very detailed explanation on that. In between, you mentioned about it's Krishna who bestows grace and that makes us eligible for
Hmm.
whatever we aspire to achieve.
Hmm.
So, what are the qualifications of a devotee which would make us deserving of that grace of Krishna?
Yeah. The first is Amanitva. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita. Amanitva means humility. Without humility, nothing can be attained, especially in the spiritual life. Even if you look at the material aspects, the people who have humility will go more further, right? Because everyone knows, when you're dealing with people, you directly know who has got humility, who doesn't have humility. So that is the most important thing there. Amanitvam. Amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam, acharya upasanam, shaucham, sthairyam, atma vinigraha. Krishna mentions about these qualities. First is humility, not having pride, adambhitvam, ahimsa, non-violence, kshanti. Kshanti is forbearance, arjavam is simplicity, acharya upasanam is worshipping the spiritual master, shaucham is cleanliness, thairyam is control of the mind, atma vinigraha is control of the senses. So all these qualities, but one of the wonderful things is yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvaya gunair tatra samasate sura. There is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam where it is said that if someone has got this unconditional, unflinching love for Krishna, automatically all the good qualities will manifest in that person. Sarvair gunair tatra samasate sura. Harav abhaktasya kuto mahat gunat mano rathena asato dhavato vai. It is said in the same verse, it is said that if someone is not a devotee of the Lord, unfortunately, what good things such a person has? Because one is floating on the manaratha, manoratha. Manoratha means in the mind, chariot of mind. One is just floating in the chariot of mind. What does it mean? One is thinking that I am the doer. Ahankara vimodhatma karta hamiti manyate. We are all really very fortunate, in many ways, because somehow or other we have got this inclination to understand the Lord, inclination to understand our own self, who we are. Otherwise, if we look at manushyanam sahasreshu kasyad yatati siddha yatataamapi siddhanam kasyad mam iti tatvata. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, billions and billions of people are there, right? Very few among them try to attain perfection. And even among the people who try to attain perfection, Krishna says, very few know me as I am. So to actually, have this interest in Krishna consciousness is very rare. Sudurlabha. It is very rare. So, but the wonderful thing is, if one is really, trying to develop that unflinching love for Krishna, automatically all the good qualities will develop in the person. Does it answer, Prabhu?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
But I feel like we need to traverse that path to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, at the end of the day, this is it's not theory. It is practical. All this is total practical. Theory can help to a certain extent, but one has to experience it at the experiential level. Then that is what is called tattvata. Tattvata means when we are actually situated in that state. That is tattvata. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any other comments or questions?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
My question is very simple, because Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita that do karma and don't take stress or don't think too much about the results. So, but in in the modern world, we have a concept of manifestation.
Yes. Yeah.
So in that, the teacher who can taught the manifesting, how to manifest and stuff, they are telling that we have to decide our goal, like what we want to achieve in the future, and then we can make a like flow chart or do a strategized thing and stuff, and then we can reach that particular goal. So according to Bhagavad Gita, we don't have to think about goal. We just have to do the karmas. And this concept is telling us that we have to think first, and then we can decide what karma will be, like the path will reach to that goal. So like I have a little bit confusion that which concept is like the difference.
Yeah, it's a good question. Good
Yeah.
question. So, yeah. So basically, Mataji is asking about the verse Karmanya Vadikaraste. I think you're
Yeah.
talking about that.
That shloka.
Krishna is saying Karmanya Vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phaletur mate sankotsva karmani. Right. So, what Krishna is saying there is he is not saying that if we don't have goal,
Yeah, it's clueless.
we are not going anywhere. So it's a wrong interpretation of that verse, right? So the real interpretation of this verse is once we know where we want to go, we leave it, and we just focus on what has to be done in this moment. It does not mean that one does not have any goal at all. It's not that, right? And actually the manifestation people also say the same thing.
Yes.
If you look at the manifestation people, what they say that you be in a state that you have already attained goal. That's what they say.
Yeah.
And if you are in that state, it's just a matter of time when physical things will start happening. That's what the manifestation people say. Krishna it's the same thing there. Krishna is saying that be in the moment and do what needs to be done. And then the thing about all these goals is that there are so many factors, right? If you want to achieve some goal, there are lots of factors that come into play. And the only thing that is in our control is what I can do at this particular moment.
Result.
All the other things are not in my control. So it's so practical. What Krishna is saying is extremely practical here. Right? So what he's saying is that what is in my control, I keep doing it. And I don't think about the things that are not in my control. Generally what happens is, I can give you an example, a practical example at work. At work, I got two different types of people in my team. One person is doing his work to the best of his ability. And when the time comes for that performance management review, end of the year goal review, so we have got this five-point scale for the review. You got this exceeding and outstanding. Those are the last two. Achieving, exceeding, outstanding. And then there is one is unsatisfactory. So all those 5 goals are there. So I got 2 person in my team. One person's attitude is he has done his 100% and he self-rates himself as exceeding. He doesn't self-rate himself as outstanding, but he is actually doing outstanding work. And I got another person who is doing exactly probably similar level of stuff, but he's fighting for outstanding. If you're actually fighting for outstanding, that means you're losing out. No, the important thing here is doing more than what needs to be done at every moment. Thinking outside the box, as they say. All these things are really important. And then afterwards, whatever happens, let it happen. But if one is forcefully fighting for something, that means something is going wrong there. So basically, this Karmanya Vadikaraste, the important thing about that is that focusing on the moment and doing whatever needs to be done in this particular moment. That's doing that, and then whatever happens will happen anyway. Sometimes we might reach, sometimes we might not reach. And if someone has got a equanimity of mind, sukha dukhe samay kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddha yujasva naivam papam avapsisi. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, what he says is that if one has got this equanimity of mind, whether there is happiness or whether there is distress, sukha dukhe, labha alabha, one has gained something or one has lost something, jaya ajayo, one has become victorious or one has lost, tato yuddha yujasva, then in that state of mind perform whatever needs to be performed. Naivam papam avapsisi. Krishna says that in that state of mind one will not incur any sin. See, the problem is when we get attached to the goal, we get attached to the results. That means that has to have an effect on us.
Yeah.
If I am detached from the results, nothing is going to affect me. Then I am not preparing for my next body. No, this is a spiritual understanding, right? In spiritual, see, the problem is when one does not have a spiritual understanding, one thinks that taking birth and having this, human form of life and going through all this suffering is just normal, What's the problem in this? That's the thinking of a person who is materialist. But a person who is spiritualist, they will think, why am I suffering? What is the reason that I am suffering? Can I come out of this suffering? That is the beginning of spiritual life, when one starts thinking about that. Hopefully I have answered your question. Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you first of all for an excellent lecture as well.
Thank you.
I have a bit of a complicated query in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in most spiritual classes it is said that we should have an equanimous eye with everyone, right, across the world, even though we are in Kali Yuga, which is sometimes very difficult, So, yeah, I mean, we can see Krishna in everyone, but I mean, query is that is the behavior should be that love to everyone, because if we do that, sometimes there are people who take advantage of that, and for example, a robber are coming and trying to rob your home, and you say, okay, he's a son of Krishna, and it's okay, I pardon him, let him know, whatever. So there should be also another side of the Shastras or scripture says that, that's why we had this danda system in Puranas, right? So there was really heinous crimes, heinous punishments were there. It's not that to kind of look down upon someone, but it was necessary so that the society maintains a balance and equilibrium. And so it's because I think the way preaching sometimes is done, it makes a society or weak, and it leads to those gaps where I would say from the experience of what's happening around the world, that it creates that gap where people take advantage, and then the society, as you said, our purpose is to attain God, human form is there, but at the same time, when we try to be too, forgiving to someone, the society becomes weak, and it leads to a lot of chaos in the society. So what is your perspective from Srimad Bhagavatam?
Yeah, it's a great question. Yeah.
It's just something that conflicts my mind sometimes.
Very good. Great question.
Thank you.
So basically, look at this as there is a paramarthika and vyavaharika. So paramarthika level is the level of understanding that we all are eternal part and parcels of the Lord. We are never born, we will never die. That is the paramarthika level. But when I get this particular body, I have to come at vyavaharika level also. Vyavaharika level means when I see a tiger in a forest, I know the Lord is present in the tiger. I don't go and embrace the tiger. That is Vyavaharika level, right? So in the Vyavaharika level, what will happen is one has to do what one has to do, right? So say someone is robbing the house, the robber has to be arrested. All that, the normal dealings that we have to do when I get this particular body, I have to do that. If we look at Krishna's theme in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna wanted to quit the battle and run away, and he wanted to become a mendicant. But what did Krishna say? You have to fight. So, and he is actually, Arjuna was thinking about his own cousins and everyone on the other side. And Krishna said, so this is the understanding that we should have, right? So, when we get a particular body, we Shreyam Swadharma Viguna, Paradharma Swanushtisa, Swadharma Nidhanam Shreya, Paro Dharma Bhayava. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that even if Swadharma is what one has to do in one's particular, say, we have got this particular body. This particular body has got its own likes and dislikes. Like interested in doing something. So whatever this particular body is interested in doing, we should do it. We should not try and do something else, someone else's work. So Swadharma Nidhanam Shreya. Krishna says that doing your own duty, if you die, that is fine. But never take another's duty. That's what Arjuna was, right? Arjuna was a warrior. His duty was to fight in the battlefield. But he wanted to run away from the battlefield. And Krishna said, even if you die in the battlefield, you'll still, so these are things that are said in the scriptures, that if one dies in the battlefield, one gets to heavenly planets and all. So all those are available. So even if it does, that happens. So basically the answer to your question is, at the Vyavaharika level, at the level where I have this body, I am this person, we have to be very practical and very practically deal with all the things. But internally, I have to know very clearly that it's all, everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Any other comments or questions? Okay, thank you everyone for kindly listening. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyata Desha Tarine Sarva Shri Krishna Pranamastu Krishne Madhirastu Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Sit. Is that okay? Sit down.
Hare Krishna. So thank you everyone. Thank you, say, Mr. Sanatan Govind Prabhuji, for a wonderful lecture. So we can chant 3 times Hari Bol for him. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji. So next we'll be having a small quiz. So our His Grace Anukota Prabhuji would be asking 2 questions, and whoever gives the right answer will get Bhagavad Gita for themselves. So let's get started.
Hare Krishna, everybody. The 2 questions I'm going to ask is related to 2 islands in the world. Can anyone name 2? This is not part of the question. This is the introduction. Can anyone name 2 islands in the world?
Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar. Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar.
Well, not the one I'm looking for. Can anybody give 2 other answers?
Mauritius.
What is it?
Mauritius.
Very good.
Japan.
Japan.
Madagascar.
Ireland.
No, not the one I'm looking for. I'm basing it on the question I'm going to ask regarding these islands. Mauritius is one of them.
Fiji.
Fiji. Very good. Fiji. Now comes the question now. With regards to Mauritius, 2 devotees from India went to America, but they wanted to stop.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
With regards to Mauritius, 2 devotees who were about to return to America decided that they'd stop in Mauritius and wanted to know, see if they spread the message of the Hare Krishna movement in Mauritius. right? And they stopped and they found that it was an ideal place for Krishna, for Prabhupada to come. Okay? And when Prabhupada was walking along the beach with the devotees in Mauritius, can anybody name, there are a few people from Mauritius, all those hands were from Mauritius. Only one. Okay. One person ran towards the group and he wanted to talk to Prabhupada. Can anybody guess his name? If you can guess his name, you'll get a Bhagavad Gita for free. So the Bhagavad Gita is up for grabs. It's up to you all if you can give the correct name. And normally I'd want you to put your hands up if you know the answer. If you gave me the correct answer, I won't say that is the correct answer. I'll go on to the next one and see how many. If 5 people got the question right, I will give 5 people Bhagavad Gita, and they're 5 euro each. Anybody can guess? What is the name of the person who ran towards the group and introduced himself and wanted to Prabhupada to spread the message of Hare Krishna movement in Mauritius? Okay. No answers? Okay, I'll leave that aside. I'll go to the second island. I'll go to Fiji and I'll come back to that. I'll ask another question after that. I'll just give the introduction first. There's a very rich person in Fiji. He had many big departmental stores. He sold everything in it. But he had an office in Sydney. And he looked into the window of a high-rise building, and he looked into the window and found these devotees in orange robe chanting away. And he asked one of them, an Australian chap, who are these people? What are they chanting? It's all these people are on drugs and this and that and the other. Okay? So he was not happy with the answer. He joined them, stayed in the temple for 2 days and experienced what they were talking about. And he then invited, Vasudeva was his name, he invited, told the person, the devotee to come to Fiji. Now here's the question now. Introduction, but this is the question. When Prabhupada landed in Fiji, what did he ask Vasudeva? What did he ask of Vasudeva? There's one question. And it's very true, a very long story that took place in the Yamuna River. What question did he ask of Vasudeva? No answers. No? Nobody knows? Maybe now I will give the answer, but if I don't give the correct answer, I can't give the book.
So to give some hint.
How much? Sorry?
Give some hint.
Want me to tell you?
Hint.
Probably give you some options.
Yeah. Okay, I can ask another question instead of that, but I'll give the answer later on. Okay, let me see now. When Prabhupada went to Russia, on day 2, he was asked by the KGB to come the next day to the office. The question is, did he go the next day to the KGB office or not?
No.
He didn't go.
No. How many say no? Okay, now I'm going to ask another question because there are 5 of you. I promised to give 6 of you, but I'll tell you down to 1. Okay? I'll ask another question. So I'll go back to the first question about Mauritius. the man who ran after the group, with Prabhupada leading the group along the shore, his name was Rama. And then Prabhupada said to him, you arrange everything, and I will go to the different villages and spread the message. And that's how the Hare Krishna movement started in Mauritius. So he arranged everything. He said, you arrange everything, and I will go down there. I'm here now. So I'm not going to leave until all this is done. So the name is Rama. Yes. Okay. The thing is, do I give the Bhagavad Gita to anybody or not? Or should I ask another question?
Another question.
What's it?
Easy question.
Very easy question. Okay. But going back to the Fiji one first. When Lord landed there and spoke to Vasudeva, he asked Vasudeva, this is the answer in fact, are there any small snakes in Fiji? What was the answer?
Sheshnag. Kaliya Nag or Sheshnag.
No, what did it say about the small? Are there any small snakes on the island? You want to give the answer of yes or no?
Yes.
In Ireland, no.
In that island, in the island of Fiji.
In the water.
Yes.
Who agrees with him? That means all of you disagree with him?
Who disagrees with me?
So what is the answer?
No.
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 The answer is no.
No.
Why is the answer no?
Can I get?
Why did you say no?
Because it is a land of Kaliya Nag when after a Leela, so Kaliya Nag went there. So Kaliya Nag was huge. That's why Prabhupada said no because it's a land
The
of
reason is that Kaliya ate all the small snakes. And why did Kaliya get to Fiji? How did Kaliya get to Fiji? Now that's a simple question now. Now that's not difficult.
He lives in the water.
Sorry, why did he get to Fiji?
because there was Varun Dev will not gonna visit there if that's why he in order to save himself he went to Fiji because Varun Dev he had thoughts like Varun Dev will gonna take him and kill him.
But that's not the correct answer actually. You're kind of touching on it. Anyone has a correct answer?
Mataji gives some.
Yes. Say, I think say.
Mataji is saying Krishna gave order to Kalyana to go to Fiji.
Why?
Because he was doing terrorist
Because
activity in he was poisoned the river. That's why.
Kalyanak's wife requested to him something was like that.
Yeah, he was disrupting the children as well. The children couldn't do that and so forth. So he had to be banned.
Yeah, that's
Right? But then Kalya and the family said that they can't go because the Garuda will eat them.
yeah.
Right? But he said, you don't have to worry. I will make sure that you get there. And when Krishna was dancing on the heads of the footprints of the, and when Garuda would see that, he'd know that he mustn't touch them. So eventually he got to the island. Where was in the island? It was in the lake in the volcano. Okay? So the first answer was there was no snake in the island. The second answer was there was no snake in the island. And the first answer was that the name of the person was Rama. But none of you got it today, so I don't know what I'm going to have to ask some other.
Maybe next time. We'll reserve it.
Yeah.
Reserve it
So
for
we'll leave
next
that
time.
book,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because you didn't answer the question correctly, I'm not going to be able to give you the books for free. And this book, and it's going to go on every week, and I'm going to pay 10 euros for 2 weeks myself. I'm contributing towards the temple.
Hari Bol.
So thank you, Prabhuji. So we can now move on to the next part of the session, which is Aarti, Gaura Aarti, and then we can proceed to the Prasada. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
सभी लोग झुक के प्रणाम कर सकते हैं. Everyone can go down for senses if they can. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शब्द श्री श्रीमद् विद्यावान शिला इसे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय. वृंदावन धाम की जय. मथुरा धाम की जय. जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय. मायापुर धाम की जय. गंगा माई की जय. यमुना माई की जय. तुलसी देवी की जय. भक्ति देवी की जय. सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशिकाय. सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु. कृष्णे मतिरस्तु. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्णा.
His Grace Sanatana Prabhu ki
जय.
Hare Krishna. So we can be seated for Narasimha prayers. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. So on behalf of ISKCON Dublin, I would like to welcome you all and thank you all for joining today's Sunday Love Feast program. Today is the last Sunday of this year, 2024. But not the last day. For having the mercy and blessings of Shri Shri Panchatattva and Radha Govindji. We will be continuing this mercy till beginning of New Year. So, on 31st, which is day after tomorrow, we have special midnight Kirtan Harina, which will be from 10 p.m. till midnight on the streets. So we will be going on the streets. We will not only get the blessings from Panchatattva by chanting holy names, but also we will be spreading and giving out mercy to others as well. So you all are welcome to join. With Harinam, we will be starting at 10 p.m. in front of Govindas, and it will be continued till 12 midnight. And then on 1st, we are having special New Year's Day program in the temple. I will read from the schedule, so as you will get the correct information. We will be having special celebration on 1st, and the schedule is from 1 p.m. there will be Kirtan. From 2 p.m. there will be Krishna quiz. Krishna quiz, we will be asking some questions related to Sri Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. So those who are already reading Bhagavad Gita, they can answer. Those who are not reading, we have an option that we are conducting regular Bhagavad Gita classes. You can join them free of cost. You can also read and you can implement Bhagavad Gita in your life and make it more happening and better. And then from 3 p.m. we are having Rama and Leela. It's a drama by our devotees who are already in Bhagavad Gita classes, but it will be in Hindi, translated in English as well simultaneously. And at 4 p.m. we will be having Aarti and Kirtan, and followed by Prasad. So if anyone would like to sponsor 1st January's Prasad, they can contact us. And on 4th January we are having monthly 4-hour Kirtan Fest from 4:30 p.m. onwards. So you are welcome in that as well on next Saturday. And again, Sunday, we will be finishing our New Year program next Sunday, which is starting from today till next Sunday. So next Sunday, same program, morning program from 6 a.m. onwards till 8:30 p.m., which is Mangala Aarti at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. group chanting, 7:30 Bhagavatam class, and then followed by breakfast prasad for all the participants, and then Sunday Love Feast program, which is same like today. So from few weeks we are having this Sunday morning program, which is very important. Those who are living nearby, they can walk down, they can come at 6. We open the doors at 5:50 a.m. You can join us. And those who are living, maybe little bit far, but they have their own public, either public transport or their own vehicle, they can come here. The parking in front of temple is free and available for everyone on Sundays. So you can come with your car. So kindly join. Maybe I'm assuring you all that whosoever will be joining the morning program, they will have a blissful morning and they will join again. They will get that feeling to join again. So kindly come in that, and then we will be having Sunday program as usual. So kindly join us in this New Year Power Pack week. Okay? So I would like to thank our today's sponsor for the prasad. She's here, but she doesn't want to announce her name. But what we can do, we can pray to Shri Panchatattva and Shri Radha Govindji, because it was her birthday, Mataji's birthday. So we can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra together to ask or request Shri Panchatattva to bless her, so that she will be in their service always. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. I would like to thank our today's cook Prabhu as well, Niladri Prabhu, and other volunteers as well who helped him in the kitchen. He prepared very nice feast, which we all will be having soon in the Govinda's restaurant after the Aarti. Govinda's is also part of temple, so kindly help us in keeping the cleanliness in restaurant. So, and kindly wipe your plates with tissue with the blue roll after having prasad, and kindly try to finish your prasad. If not, then kindly take that prasad with you. Maybe you can have later. Do not waste it, because prasad is not different from Krishna himself. Okay? So Aarti will be led by Tamanna Mataji or any other. Okay. Shama Mataji will be singing Narsimha Aarti. Mataji, you can come here. So Narsimha Aarti by Shama Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamyaham.
Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham.
Jai Narsimha Shri Narsimha Jai Jai Shri Narsimha. Prahladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhringa.
Jai Narsimha Shri Narsimha Jai Jai Narsimha. Prahladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhringa.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya. महाराज की जय, जगतगुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरे 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 बोल।
So in the end, I would like to bring one more point which I forgot in the last announcement. Is there anyone here who doesn't have Bhagavad Gita? Is there anyone here who doesn't have this Bhagavad Gita, this copy which Prabhu is having? Okay. Yes. So you and others have chance. Do you have question, Prabhu? Two questions? Done already?
Nobody answered.
Okay, nobody answered.
You have easier question?
We have any other question, Prabhu?
Oh, yes, very easy.
Easy one.
From Krishna Leela, maybe.
5 hands are raised up and 5 from the men. And I asked the 2 questions. What's the name of the ship that Prabhupada sailed from India to America?
Krishna ship.
What's the name?
Krishna ship.
Krishna said no.
Materialistic number.
Jaladuta.
Hari Bol.
Mataji wants to answer something. Yes, Mataji. Okay. And did you give to Prabhu?
Second question.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What's the name of the harbor that the ship went to? The name of the harbor in America that the ships had come to. The name.
What is the name of the harbor at which the ship went through?
Yeah, went to, yeah.
In USA.
The US, yeah.
Okay. Do anyone
That's
know?
the men's question.
Performance.
Yeah. Any of the men can answer the question?
Or which place in US? Even that one?
Sorry?
Which place in US?
Yeah, yeah. Where
Okay.
The port. The port.
Even the port. You can tell.
No, no.
Akash Prabhu.
This.
Okay.
Boston.
Boston.
Hari
One more question. But maybe generic question. So anyone who is new, they can answer. Can I ask Prabhuji on your behalf?
Yeah. All the hands were new here today.
Those who doesn't have Bhagavad Gita, maybe for them. How many major avatars of Krishna are there?
I'm new.
Those who doesn't have Bhagavad Gita, that Mataji and that. No cheating. Okay, name any 5 avatars of Krishna. Would you like to name? 5.
There's no one. There's no.
Narsimha avatar.
Krishna, Rama,
Ram.
Matsya.
Matsya.
That's all I
Okay. Okay. Ask. Here.
know. Kalki.
Kalki, upcoming. But in Kali Yuga there was one more avatar. No. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no. With like hair like this. Buddha, yes. So you named 5. So although, would you like to name those 5 which she recited? We will give you one Bhagavad Gita as well.
He gave me like.
Okay, she gave already? Okay. He gave? Okay, you also got? Okay. So the names which Mataji said is Parshuram, Ram, Vaman, Kachap and Buddha. And rest other 5 anyone would like to complete? Matsya, Varaha, Narsimha. Not in 10. No, major 10. I just asked. Balaram, Vaman, complete. Kurma avatar, complete. Kachap, Kurma. Kalki, yes. So I think almost 10 complete. So Prabhuji, one Bhagavad Gita too. Yeah. Very good. So as we are in last 2 days of 2024. So before starting of December, we took a pledge that we will be distributing 1500 Bhagavad Gita in Dublin. So we have almost completed, I think, or maybe completed, but still we have an opportunity to either sponsor or to distribute. Get some books from here and distribute it to your friends or your colleagues or family members who doesn't have Bhagavad Gita. So if you would like to get a copy just to distribute before New Year or on New Year, you can get one. The printing cost of one book is just €5. If anyone would like to get 2 books, 5 books, 11 books, or one box, they can contact us. And if let's say you don't want to distribute, but still you want to donate towards Bhagavad Gita, so that we can distribute on your behalf in the street to all those who are new, who doesn't know it. But the thing is, this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita should be spreaded all over the world, because that's the ultimate formula for peace, ultimate formula for happiness. So if you would like to donate, you can contact us, you can contact me. I will be there in the restaurant and we can distribute on your behalf, or you can distribute yourself. Hare Krishna. So we can move in restaurant for prasad. Okay. So Mahaprasad mantra will be done by Bhavna mantra.
Yeah.
You both together. You both together. Prasad mantra.
Go. Mahaprasad.
महाप्रसादे गोविन्दे
Mahaprasade Govinde.
नाम ब्रह्मणि वैष्णवे
Nama Brahmani Vaishnave.
स्वल्प पुण्यवतां राजन्
Svalpa Punyavatam Rajan.
विश्वासे नवजायते
Vishwaso Navajayate.
शरीरा विद्याजाल
Sharira Vidyajal.
जोड़ेन्द्रियता हे काल
Jadendriyata He Kal.
जीवे फले विषयसागरे
Jive Pele Vishesagare.
तार मध्ये जीभाति
Tar Madhai Jivati.
लोभ माया सुबुर्मति
Lobha Mohe Sudurmati.
ताके जेते कठिन संसारे
Take Jeta Katin Samsare.
कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय
Krishna Bada Dayamoy.
कोरी बारे जीहा जाय
Hari Bare Jivha Jai.
स्वप्रसादन दिलो भाई
Saprasadan Nadilo Bhai.
सेया नामृत पाओ
Seya Naam Nitpao.
राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ
Shri Radha Krishna Gun Gao.
प्रेमे डाको चैतन्य निताय
Preme Rako Chaitanya Nitai.
जय निमाय जय निताय
Jai Nitai Jai Nitai.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
प्रभु नित्यानंद
Prabhu Nityananda.
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
Shri Advaita Gadadhar.
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
हरे रामा
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
रामा रामा हरे हरे
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
महाप्रसादम की
Jai.
बढ़िया मराठी मेरी तो बुद्धवानी चाहिए चैतन्य माता को तो आप